Hi, it's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media here in Rotterdam. I have Jon Anderson from HAREKET. He is based in Dubai. Welcome, Jon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for showing interest in HAREKET.
Oh, absolutely. We love HAREKET. You guys have fabulous photos. We see a lot of those.
I'll pass the message on to the team.
So good, so good. So we're hoping, of course, that there will be resolution soon to the conflict in the Middle East. What challenges has that presented to you, and what has your response been?
So obviously it's been a huge deal for the region. Having the Strait as closed as for the oil and gas market, of course, a massive deal and globally. But to get any cargo in, I mean, that's fundamentally the routes that everybody took into the Persian Gulf, and where all the large cargo was discharged in those ports. So for us, we're the heavy lift side of things, so we're moving the largest items around, which meant a lot of that couldn't get through, and the rest of the ports that were available very soon either became government controlled for good reason. They needed to get more essential items in to keep food on shelves and basic things, yeah. And then and then the other ports got incredibly congested, and fundamentally good routes through to get larger cargo just wasn't available. So everybody adapted, and projects have continued to move on. I mean, there's a reality to some of the enormous cargo that can't get in.
Give us a brief description of like a piece of cargo that's representative of what you're talking about.
So, I mean, things that would have limited options to get in, we're talking about columns of 1,600 tons, maybe 60 meters long, 10 by 10 meters in terms of width and height. So really enormous cargo that it's a endeavor and a project in itself just to get these things through on the most efficient routes. So that type of struggle, those cargoes will continue to struggle, but with the mid-range cargo that's under that, we did find a route through Oman. So we have a business in Oman, we're one of the large players there, and certainly not the most efficient route when the Strait is open, but we take the cargo from Oman into Saudi Arabia. We've been supporting Aramco projects to get cargo through, and we can see from the clients' reactions, they put let's say they went out to the market for as many options as they could get, and they're coming back to us and saying that this is sort of the most efficient thing that they can find. So we're proud of that. That's our little bit that we played, being adaptive in a difficult situation.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. What made that route the optimal one?
For one, you've got an entry port that makes sense. So Duqm port is designed for heavy cargo. I mean, it didn't experience heavy cargo for many years. It's had its ups and there's been a bit of a boom and projects in Oman, and then things go very quiet there. But it's designed for that. So that's the starting point. And you've got quite an isolated port, so you don't have a lot of infrastructure built around it, which is the type of thing that causes issues for us if there's lots of bridges, lots of houses, lots of towns. This type of thing is going to cause issues. So that was the entry point, and then from there, I mean, the part of Saudi Arabia that we go through is called the empty quarter. So you can imagine it gets that name for a reason.
So you don't have to move power lines.
There's still those challenges for some of it. There's
all
still
right,
the challenges, but far less. We don't have showstoppers. The other routes fundamentally have showstoppers. There will be bridges, there will be power lines that are just hard stop. There's no way to get around it.
All right. Well, that's interesting. So tell me, what is your longer term outlook for the region as far as projects go?
Yeah, sort of what we see at the moment is anybody who cannot make a decision is not making a decision. That's understandable. People who are in the middle of their projects are finding themselves in a situation where they have to make tough decisions to keep things moving and finish what they've got going on. So in the, let's say, short term, maybe even medium term, we see people maybe holding back on decisions, but fundamentally the oil and gas industry is too important globally if this takes a month to resolve, if it takes a year to resolve, those supply chains are not going to have changed. And we think that it'll be a strong market from the region on the other side, and investment will continue. There's countries like the UAE that have left OPEC, and they haven't done that to signal that they're going to reduce production. So we expect them to push forward with projects and announce awards. And it's a difficult situation at the moment, but I think this too shall pass.
That's good, and that's certainly good news for HAREKET.
Certainly. We've made a big investment into the Middle East. It's our fastest growing region. Thank goodness the conflict has not been too bad for us as a company. Everybody is affected, but some areas that went down, like we said, we found routes for our transport business that really picked up and are doing well. So we look forward to a long, long future in the Middle East.
Well, I'm sure you will have that. And tell me, how's Breakbulk Europe for you?
So it's still the flagship event for us. So we find it, first of all, we've been coming for many, many years, and it's the place that just has that network effect. Yeah, it's the people that come, it's the people that exhibit, it's the fact that you get in touch with all the new trends that are going on in the markets, and listening to even competitors, and doing some prospecting, speaking to people in new regions that we may be interested in. So it's a fantastic event. We'll always continue to come back.
Well, I love hearing that. Thank you so much, and so great to talk with you.
Thank you very much.